hello there. How you doing? Welcome back to Crafters TV. I hope you're having a brilliant Monday. I am so excited for this show, as is Leanne, because it's the beginning of a very exciting week here on Crafters TV. Should we dive in and have a look at the Crafters calendar and see what's coming up this week? Because it is a tremendous week, as the boss would say. Masterclass, of course, is how we kicked it all off this morning, and now, of course, we're with you with Monday Makers. Tomorrow is a big day. John Scott is back in the building with John Scott Sewing World, mashed up with Softer Side of Life as well at 11, and then I'll be back tomorrow evening along with Sarah at 4 p.m. For the launch party. Wednesday, the fun just continues. It rolls on here at Crafters TV. At 11 a.m. Wednesday, you've got the masterclass, and then 4 p.m. Will be Creative Cravings, which is always fun. A great sort of starting point, some more beginners techniques in that show. Cartload is what it's all about on Thursday. It's double cartload. We'll be here with a preview, myself and Debbie at 11, and then myself and Debbie will be back in the evening at 4 p.m. with you at 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. if you are on the East Coast. Colour Me Happy comes your way every single Friday morning, 11 a.m. here in the UK, or 6 a.m. on the East Coast. It's the Aquamarkers this week, and I'll be here with Leanne, which will be fantastic, and then I'll be in the Craft House at 4 p.m. With the lovely Debbie Fisher. Haven't seen her since the beginning of lockdown. Can't wait to spend some time digitally with our Debbie. Best of will be here, your weekly highlight show at 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. Grab a cuppa and join me for that. And then, it's a big Sunday. It gets even better. I know that you're thinking Second Chance Sunday was great. Well, it gets even better than that, because there is actually a bonus cartload at 11 a.m. This coming Sunday morning, and then Second Chance Sunday is a 3-hour extravaganza with myself and Sarah, looking back at loads of lovely things from our festive event. Now, talking of lovely things, Leann Chivers is here. How are you, Leanne?
You smooth talker, you. I'm very well, thank you, Joe, and looking forward very much to this fabulous show where we've got some really fantastic stuff. And I've just got a little soups on here. A little amuse-bouche, something to tickle your taste buds so you can see what you can expect. We've got a fantastic deal and these amazing 3D embossing folders, and look at the sorts of things you're able to create with these. These designs are fantastic. I'm going to be using them with our sparkle ink, so you're going to be able to see how to get all of these types of beautiful effects. These are, for me, the star of the show. I adore these build a character dies. They're just fantastic. And this is what I would send to you, Joe. Your friendship makes winter warm.
Aww.
Oh, look, and then you've got this little guy here with Let It Snow. My favourite out of all of these characters is this little reindeer. I just adore him. And we've got the little penguin again there. Oh, and we've got a little, what's that name? I'm going to show you how to make her. Little angel fairy affair going on there. So there's all sorts going on, Joe. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm going to be asking you lots of Christmas questions. I want to know all about the Remblance Christmas.
Oh, all about the Remblance Christmas. Well, last year I spent Remblance Christmas in a plane in the sky the whole day. I left the UK on Christmas Eve at 9 p.m. and arrived in Australia on Boxing Day at 9 a.m. Completely missed it. But have a guess what? On British Airways, they give you a Christmas dinner in the sky with like roast turkey and all the trimmings, pigs in blankets, the little mince pie. Oh, it's fabulous. I had a lovely time. I basically ate and slept and watched films the whole time. It was just pretty much a normal Christmas, to be fair. Right, don't forget as well about the free gift. Every single person that places an order today over £30 or $30 will receive this lovely free gift just here. Fluttering By. It's a beautiful butterfly die. I can show you a picture of it actually. Here it is. £7.99 or $11.95 is what you'd normally pay for it. Make sure you've got £30 or $30 worth of products in your cart after your discount has been applied, and you will receive that for free, which is lovely. Now, every Monday, we always have a
out of this world deal.
No, let's try it again. We always have a Monday mega deal. Sorry, I was miles away. We do have a Monday Mega Deal, and we've got a fabulous one this week. It really is fantastic. It is your Spring is in the Air collection. Now, this is some of our most popular Nature's Garden collections that we've brought you. We are down to sort of limited quantities of it now, which is why the collections are getting smaller. But what we've been able to do is bring you a fantastic deal, a half-price deal on these. So what we've got here for you is the Fanciful Flourishes. You've also got the doily border in here, which is a great one to create a banner as well.
Is that a doily border?
Doily border?
Oh, a doily.
What did I say?
A doily.
Doily.
Doily border.
Doily. She's taking the mick out of my accent, you know.
Sorry.
This one here is the doily frame that we've got just here. It's going to be fun today. I can just tell it. And we've got some beautiful dies here which say life is a beautiful dream, isn't it just? Now you get all of that $17.98 because it is the
Monday Mega Deal.
That's exactly what it is. Thank you, Leanne. $17.98, $22.40 if you want to get hold of that one right there. Shall we see what everyone's up to, what everyone's saying? Who's tuning in with us today? I can see Beth's here, Michael, Monica, Diane, Shelby saying good morning again. This is so much fun. People joining us from all over the UK. I can see Tammy's here in San Diego as well. Right, we're going to kick off with something that is always so busy whenever we bring it to you, and it is our Try It Blend markers. Now, this is repeating an amazing deal that we brought to you recently on Colour Me Happy. It's our Try Blend Essentials and Deep Blends collection. I can tell you what happened with these. We actually had some stock in the US and we shipped it over especially to be able to bring it to you because we've been waiting so long. So that's why they're a slightly different configuration and size wise. 24-piece kits, you're going to get 2 of them. So this is your essential blends. This would be your sort of go-to one if you're only going to go for one of these. And then what you've got is your deep blends as well here, which is kind of an expansion pack from the original colours that you've got there in the Essential Collection. £129.58, $194.12 if you're in the US. Everyone will get free shipping and handling and free postage and packaging on that. But also remember, you can use your Club Inspired discount as well. So you can take 5, 10, 15, maybe even 20% off of that for Platinum members as well. Leanne's going to take us through these as we go through the hour, but I know they will be very, very busy. I know they were actually selling already before we came to air, so very, very busy on those ones. Should we give you a little bit of a whistle-stop tour of some other stuff that's on the way for you? This is a fantastic offer for you. It's a half price. So buy 3, get 3 free, which is hard to say when you're from Essex. Buy 3, get 3 free. There we go, just about got it out. £20.97, £29.85. And in here, you've got 6 gorgeous festive embossing folders. You've got Holly Bells, Christmas by Candlelight, Christmas Gift, Festive Pine, Poinsettia Wreath, and Yuletide Decoration as well. I'll take you through those in a bit more detail a little later in the show. We've got some more embossing folders for you. These are really lovely sort of strip style embossing folders. Is that the right price on those? 6 embossing folders for £5.98. Shut the front door, shut the back door, and ride the reindeer up the road naked. That's amazing. £1 each for those. $7.90 if you're in the US. Over 30% off there. Something else that you guys love all the time, universally love, because they are so versatile and they are sparklicious. It is, of course, our Sparkle Liquid Ink Christmas collection. What you've got in here is traditional Christmas, cool Christmas, and cozy Christmas. In that collection there for you. They are absolutely gorgeous. Right, let's come back and take a look at Build a Character, because these are so popular whenever we bring these to you, especially when we bring them to you on a half price deal. Let me show you exactly what you're getting included in here, because you can go for them individually. Why would you when we've got such a great deal to get 6 sets of these for that incredible price that you can see. So this one here is your polar bear. As you can see here, it's a little bit hard to see him on the white, but it makes this beautiful little character down here. The next one we've got for you is the Dashing Deer is this one that we've got just here. You see this beautiful little reindeer, and it obviously gives you a beautiful sentiment too. You can cut in a whole host of different textures and colours and finishes as well. Oh, how cute is this one? We've got the Christmas elf coming in here too. Loads of different ways to use this, from card projects to home decor to little name tags and plaques, I'm thinking as well with this. There's loads you can do. You've got the penguin here. Usually I think I'm right in saying that the penguin is the most popular one individually, but definitely get them all together, because remember, you're only paying for half of these that way. Oh, she's in the nude. This one here is your angel blessings. I do feel like we need to get her a little modesty, a little bit of modesty glitter card or something.
Or like a little blurred panel. Yes.
Yeah.
Like a little
we need a
pixelation.
bit of acetate maybe.
Yes.
Oh no, not acetate, the other one, vellum to go over
Vellum,
her.
bit of
That's
vellum.
it. Bit of vellum over there,
Pixelate.
Angel blessings, cover you up. And also then as well, the Festive Robin is included in there too. Amazing value really when you think you're getting 6 amazing builder characters, and there's lots that you can do with this. $35.97 in the UK, $50.85 if you're in the US. Remember, you'll all get that free gift included with those as well, which is fantastic. Right, I know Leanne's got loads that she wants to share with you. Loads of you talking away as well. I'm going to go and dive into the comments in just a moment. But whilst I do that, I'm going to hand you over to Leanne.
Well, thank you, Joe. We're going to have a look at how to make one of those little angels with that builder character, because I really do. I adore her, rather like Harry Styles adores me. I've been listening to his album all weekend and I'm a little bit addicted to it, I have to say. So first things first, this is the fabulous card that we're going to be making, where we can see we've got this gorgeous little angel on here, and it's very easy to put her together. I've got all of the pieces here and we're just going to have a little leisurely look at how we go about doing that. So first things first, we've got our set of dies and we've got our junior plates. And actually, if you want to as well, these dies will fit through your mini if you want to use them in your mini, because they're lovely small dies. And what we've done with this collection, which I was insistent on when we put it together, was all of the small dies have been looped into one piece of metal. So we can see here we've got her dress, her hair, her fringe, her star, her wings and her halo all on one piece. And the reason for that is when we start to cut these out, you see her halo there is quite small, as is her fringe, as is her star. If you had lots of little dies, if you're anything like me, you're going to lose those up the hoover in the dog as soon as you open the packet.
In the where?
In the dog.
Is it only me that wants to sing Halo by Beyonce every time you say Halo?
No, I'm singing it in my head all the single time, and then all the single time. That's because, look, I'm singing it all the single time because that reminds me of a ring, and then I'm all the single ladies at the same time. I'm all about Beyonce. Anyway, so you've got all of the dies on one page.
Only pre-Love on Top Beyonce, not post-Love on Top Beyonce.
What's Love on Top?
It's a single by Beyonce.
Is it?
It was from an album, and after that...
It wasn't Lemonade, was it?
No, I'm not... That was where it all sort of went a bit... For me,
That went completely Pete Tong. She lost her way. I went to see her in concert, Joe. Have I ever told you this story?
I don't know. I'm already loving it, though, so go for it.
Shall I tell you now?
Yes.
I went to see her in concert, and... she came on, and there's a curfew in the area where she was in the northeast of here. So after a certain time, the music cannot play any longer. You have to get off or get out, right? So we couldn't play any longer. And so she came on 45 minutes late. Not acceptable when you've paid a goodly amount of money to be in the VIP section. And then she proceeded just to shout this range of songs that I've never heard before. And she didn't do any of the ones that you would expect. There was no single ladies, there was no halo, there was no single ladies. In fact, she did 2 bars of single ladies. Because she was late, she couldn't do her full set. I was so annoyed. She literally went, this was it. All the single ladies. And that was it. That was the end of the song. I was mightily unimpressed, Joe. And so I now boycott all things Beyonce, even though I used to be a fan.
Again, I think I should just highlight that is not the view of Crafters Companion and its shareholders. Simply the view of a very disgruntled Beyonce concert goer. I've seen her a few times. I saw her at Glastonbury and she was incredible when she released... That was when she released the... What was the album called? Was it called like 7 or something like that? I don't know. But after that, I agree. I'm not so keen on the later stuff.
I was very disappointed.
What's my most disappointing gig? I've been to so many bad ones. I mean,
Remind me not to
most
come with
disappointing
you.
gig was I went to see Kasabian at Earl's Court, and I'm talking I was probably, I think I was 19 maybe, so a while ago. And it was just back in the day when credit cards weren't really a thing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
so how long? We're talking 14 years ago. Credit cards weren't really a thing. You just didn't take your credit card everywhere with you.
No.
So I got on the train, I lived in Essex, got to Earl's Court, and my friend was picking the tickets up at the venue. They wouldn't let me pick the tickets up without the credit card that I booked them on, which was at home. So we missed all of the support acts who we would really wanted to see, and we missed half the concert before we could get the tickets from them. So that was a bit disappointing. And then when we did get in, the seats were terrible as well.
Oh, shocking! I mean,
Awful.
I've got a list of stories I could tell you. Don't even get me started on Girls Aloud.
Oh, I love Girls
I
Aloud.
love Girls Aloud. It wasn't the Girls Aloud's fault. It was somebody else's fault, but it was still a tragedy. I sat outside on a fence and listened while all of my friends were inside because the people bringing the tickets.
I've got a horrific Girls Aloud story as well. Maybe I'll tell it to you a bit later in the show.
Later on. I must just tell you
Remind us
about
in
this.
hour 2 about Girls Aloud.
Do, and we'll come back to it because I must just tell you, I'm about to cut our little body out. And our textured cardstocks, our 8x8 cardstocks, have the most perfect colours for flesh and for hair, depending on what kind of or colour flesh you would like the little girl to have. So it's a marvellous range in there. You've got all the tones in between. It's perfect for that.
Yes,
absolutely
the
perfect.
neutrals one is the one that's really great for skin tones, because it literally does have every different kind of skin tone that you'd want in there. They're absolutely all in there, which is fantastic. They're down the bottom. They're 20% off of those. There's also available in a bright, and it's available in a pastels too, so it's completely up to you. Less than 100 of the pastels though are currently available, so you'd have to be quick for those ones.
So I've run all my pieces through and I've got my little angel ready to make. So we've just done her little body there. You can see there, I had one already done, but I've just done another one. So we've got our little body, we've got her dress, we've got her wings, there we go. We've got her halo. We've got her hair and her fringe, and so we're all on our little star for our wand, so we're all ready to go. So we've got our pieces, and brilliant. I don't mind running that through a couple of times, especially if I'm putting it through my mini, to get all of the little pieces, because I don't want to lose one of those dies. I love having it in one solid piece. We do that in all of the collections. So everything's ready. Now the next thing I need to do is just stamp her little face on, and her face and all of the characters come like this. Again, I knew that if I didn't have it done in this way, it would be going completely wrong for me. I'm just going to leave that top sheet on so you can see. So what we've got is this little triangle here, which has 2 little eyes and a mouth, perfectly spaced. And then this here, you might be wondering what this is. These are her cheeks. And we're going to stamp those on as well in a pale pink colour. So if I just get the little stamp off first, and I've just got my mini stamping platform here. And then I've got her little mouth, little eyes. I'm just going to get I've got like you could do it with a black or a dark grey ink pad, whichever you prefer. And then line that up on her face. Just getting my roots in on the act again. They keep telling me, mind your head. I'm like, sorry, mind your head, woman.
There's a lot of concert chatter coming in, Leanne.
Is there?
Yeah. KUS has said, well, that's just rude when you've paid to see a whole show. Elton John gives the best in capitals concerts, says Kay. Doesn't he just? He played over. It's like I saw him and he was amazing as well. Debbie Holiday, though, my favourite. I saw Britney Spears and she didn't speak to the audience and she sounded like Donald Duck on helium.
That's funny. I really want to see Elton.
Yes,
Elton
we're
is
going to see
on
him.
my bucket list. Now I've got her little cheeks here. And so, sorry, my head. My head again, I'm sorry. Because I have to get over the top of it to have a look. I'll bring it further down. Right. So now I'm just getting her cheeks in the right place here, look. And stamping them in. There we go. So I get little cheeks, little eyes and a little mouth with those stamps. That's great, isn't it? So you've got all the little facial features to stamp in as well. Let's just get out the way for now.
There's some non-love for Cher in the comments. I mean, I can't. I'm sorry. I just
You
can't
love Cher.
stand. I went to see her recently, and I worship the ground she walks on. Rosalind says, Joe, is the creator card bundle from this morning sold out, or was it just on for the preview earlier? I do think it might have gone actually. I did say towards the end. I know there are less than 50 of the main bundle remaining. If it has gone, it'll be the Snowflake that's sold out, and the other 3 are probably available individually, Rosalind, I would say. But do go and check them out. Paula Puckett says best concert she ever went to was Rod Stewart. I must say, some friends of mine went and saw him on his last tour and said it wasn't very good. It just shows you, doesn't it? It's all down to, you know, interpretation.
It's a bit like me and you. We have off days here on Crafters TV.
Do we?
Well, no, I mean me and you don't. But you know what I mean. You've got to be. You know, you've got to be humble, Joe. You've got to be humble, haven't you? Right.
Was the creative card bundle still there, Laura? Did you say? Oh, it is still there, Rosalind. Go back into the earlier show from earlier today, and then shop the show. Find it that way.
So I've stamped her little features on, and then what I've done here is I'll just put a little bit of tape. And I've put her wings on the back here. So you see, I've just put them around the neck region. You could move them down a little bit if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. So her dress is going on next. So I'm just using a little bit of tape down the centre again. And this will all get reinforced with either foam pads or 3D glue gel. So this is all really just positioning at the moment. And then I'm moving her dress so that her arms aren't sticking out, but her little hands are. So there we go. Her hands are on there. And then she's now going to get stuck onto her hair. So a little bit of tape on her head there. And then her head goes here on her hair. So you can see the hair flowing down her back behind her dress. Then her little fringe goes on.
Imagine if we put our hair on like this in the morning. Put the back bit on first, clip that on. Some people do, I guess.
Do you know, I really need to at the moment. It's just absolutely, it's a tragedy going on in my hair sphere at the minute. So there she's all ready now. She's ready to go on the card. So I've got here a card all pre-prepared with just some pretty paper. And then also in the collection, you've got Hava and Christmas in a lovely big stamp. So I've stamped that, Hava, Christmas. You might be wondering what kind of Christmas we're going to have. There's a lovely big Blessed die cut there. So I've die cut that out in some lovely pink cardstock, all ready to go. So she can get mounted on here. And I'm using my 3D. Do you know what it is? Do you know when you were saying about needing to get her a modesty panel? This always makes me feel a bit when I do it, because I'm going to stick her on the card. And so I turn her over. She's got her bum out. So if you don't want her to have her bum out, if that, you know, you could stick another dress.
Cheeky.
Look, up there. See, look, now she's a fully dressed angel.
Wow.
And I know you're not going to see that, but it's just me. I just feel I need to cover her modesty.
For her own modesty, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially if you're going to put a big blob of 3D glue gel on her.
Well, it would sting, wouldn't it? It would smart. There we go. So we've got the hair on there. There she is. She's all 3D'd up there. And we're going to put her little star. So she's got her little star on the end of her hand there. So she's got a little wand going on. And I just do that so it's coming off the end of her hand there, you can see. That's with a little foam pad. But actually, in real life, I really don't like foam pads. I would be using...
What's wrong with foam pads?
I
Why
don't
the hate
like
for
them.
the foam pads?
I don't like them.
Because Craig loves them, doesn't he?
I know. Me and him have conversations about this all the time. Foam pads will dry out and drop off. It's the same as double-sided sticky tape. Here's our little halo, going just above her head there. There we go. So they will dry out and drop off in the future. So if you're making something that's just like you've had it on the mantelpiece and it's going in the bin, if you're sending a card to someone, I have to say, if anybody I send a card to takes it off the mantelpiece and puts it in the bin, they're going right off my card list straight away. Rude. However, if you're making a card that you want someone to be able to put in their drawer and return back to and look at time and again over the years, then that's why I always say a wet glue, because the wet glue bonds the fibres of the card and the central heating or the moisture or the heat in the air won't dry out the foam pads or the double-sided tape and have it dropping off. See, glue school, that's why I always focus on it. So here we go. I've got my die cut Blessed from that same collection.
Is it blessed or is it blessed? Because it's in the States that they say have a blessed day, not a blessed day.
Well, that's interesting that you asked that. I would say blessed. But
Let me know in the comments.
Is it blessed or blessed? I don't know.
Is it A, blessed, or B, blessed? Because you can't spell it because you'll spell it the same. So you have to let me know if it's A or if it's B. Do let me know. That is a beautiful card though.
It's cute, isn't it? I really like it. And do you know what? I've just got a sample here I want to show you using this same little angel. And look, it's got some magic going on. Can you see it? You can see it now. Tell me when you can see it. Right, ready? Ready? Oh, hang on. Ready? Oh, I'll just do it there. Oh!
We'll not get you to turn the lights on
Sorry,
in
I know I'm
Newton Aycliffe,
terrible.
you know.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible, wasn't it? Don't get me to turn the Christmas lights on. Everybody was stood
Yeah.
there for 20 minutes while I fiddle with the switch. Look, isn't this fantastic?
That's
and do you know what it
gorgeous.
is? I love a little LED light string. And I'm just going to show you the back because I'm going to show you the mystery. Look, it's literally just one of those very reasonable LED light strings stuck on the back and then popped around the aperture of a die cut with the little angel in all in white. Isn't that fabulous? I love
Amazing.
that, Joe. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, it just shows you a really quick, simple, straightforward, but very impressive way that you can use it. And the great thing is, you know, with these, look, you're getting 6 sets of these for £35.97 or $50.85. I mean, they are very, very cost effective when you think about the amount of different things that you're going to be able to do with them. You've got 6 different sets included in here. Now, they should be in the UK $71.94. In the US, they should be over $100. So really, really great value. So you've got Angel Blessing. This one says, have a blessed/blessed Christmas. You've then got a Festive Robin. And this one here, as you can see, has got the Noel die cut element there with the stamps that go with it. You've got this one, which is your polar bear, which is walking in a winter wonderland. Love how cute that one is just there. The next one we've got is your dashing deer, as you could see these. Especially if you've got other stamps as well, you could definitely mix and match with these if you wanted to. The next one we've got here for you is that beautiful Christmas elf with the believe on there as well. Merry Little Christmas. And then finally here, I think this one might be my favourite, you know, the penguin. I think it's so cute. Have you seen the film Happy Feet, Leanne?
Oh, yes.
Isn't it good?
Amazing.
So, so good. You're going to be able to, people are going to love receiving these, I think. And do you know what? I think sometimes Christmas, it can be a bit, we don't really tend to send, I don't know, cute cards for Christmas. Not enough anyway. I'd love if we sent more cute cards. Sometimes it's a bit serious or a bit like traditional, maybe we see a lot of, or mushy. I don't send mushy cards. Do you send mushy cards, Leanne?
No, I send funny cards.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, or if I've handmade it myself, I won't have necessarily a mushy verse in there.
No, it would
I'm
be...
more just to the point.
Yeah, a bit more jovial,
Yes.
usually, I would say. Right, a lot of people talking about turkey fries again. I don't know. But Cindy sent me a lovely fact about turkey fries, so I feel like... I mean, I've not fact-checked it. It may be fake news for all I know. But she says, the turkey fryer is dangerous. Every holiday, people catch their houses on fire because they place them too close to the roof overhang. Be careful with those turkey fries. They are fueled by propane, so you must fry outside them. I think Iowa is the #1 producer of turkey. Iowa! And she also says, do your stores sell disposable cooking bags for turkey in the oven? Keeps it moist and cooks fast. I don't know that they do. Have you seen a turkey bag?
I've never seen a turkey bag.
No.
I'm going to ask my friends, though, from the USA to send me a turkey bag because I need to try. I've never cooked a moist turkey yet in my many years of being alive.
Oh, Lynn Harvey says, best concert, Justin Timberlake. Worst concert, Madonna. I was dreamed to see Elton John. I said I would not get to see him. I just... Oh, that's just a shame, Donna. Julie saw Elton John at the NEC a couple of years ago. The most wonderful show ever, she says. See, Kay's on my side. I went to a Cher concert a few years ago and I loved it. She had Cyndi Lauper and I love her too. Carol went to see Elton John in Manchester and a man jumped on the stage. It was a fantastic concert. Michael Bublé was amazing too. Gotta love a stage invader. Well, not love a stage invader, but always keeps it exciting, doesn't it? Right, Joe, this is
A stage invader?
yeah. Sonia says that's how she puts her hair on. She clips it on at the front and clips it on at the back. So maybe she's going to go for these. Leanne, you're so funny, that would sing. Right, don't forget as well about the Christmas gift. Of course, the Schmetterling. This beautiful butterfly die is your free gift for today. All you need to do is make sure you've got £30 or $30 worth of product in your basket and we will send you this totally free of charge. Normally $7.99 in the UK. Rosalind says, we talked about, did I say A for blessed and B for blessed, didn't I? Joe, Rosalind says she's heard it done both ways. Blessed A, Yeah, I think it is blessed, not blessed. I don't know where I've got that one from. What about Brian? What about Brian, Laura? Brian Blessed. I guess maybe he's got it wrong. I don't know. Maybe he should be been called Brian Blessed, not Brian Blessed. I mean, tomato, tomato. That's what some people are saying as well in the comments here too. Right, Leanne has got so much more. Oh, Sally Bond says, Joe, don't get Brian Blessed involved. He's worse than your horn. Oh, there's a glowing review. Right, are you ready, Leanne? I can see.
I'm ready.
I'm going to hand you over then in that case.
I've got now these fantastic tri-blend markers. And just to end the blessed debate, right here, right now, in the words of that group who sang that song who I can't remember.
The Chemical Brothers.
Thank you. I think it's blessed, but blessed if it's a name. Because it would be strange to call someone Brian Blessed.
I'm sure someone said to me in the past,
it's like a question.
I'm sure someone said to me in the past, have a blessed day. I've definitely heard it said like that.
Well,
have a blessed
tomato,
day.
tomato,
Have a blessed day.
I think it might be tomato, tomato, Joe. So, tri-blend markers, for those of you who have not seen them, I'm sure that everybody has seen our tri-blend markers. I'm just inking up one of these fabulous Molly Harrison images, which we are going to colour with our tri-blend markers. So I've just inked it up there with our Finesse alcohol-proof ink pad. And I've just stamped it. I mean, look. Just absolutely glorious. This images, because these are photopolymer as well, just so everybody knows, which means they're a very high quality hand poured way of making a stamp. And the results, in fact, I'm going to bring this up for you so you can see this.
You have to do a zoom noise, you do it.
Look at that. Isn't that? Look at the fine detail. Look at the features in her face. Look at the hair. I mean, really beautiful, beautiful detail in these images and work perfectly with our tri-blend markers. Now, I've got 2 boxes here. Do we get both or do we get the choice of?
You get both in the big collection. They are both available, however, individually if you would like to get them. But the best way to get the best value is to go for them both together, because individually they're $79.99. However, if you get the 2 together, you save nearly 20%, which is really amazing on something cool like our markers. Remember as well, you've got 24 pens in each box, which is really like having 72 markers in each box, which is 146 markers total, which is incredible. There's definitely enough in here, I'd say, wouldn't you, Leanne, that's going to give you a good enough variety that you can colour pretty much most things that are out there. Yes,
I would say for sure. And I've just lost one of my pens, so I'm coming back here for a little rummage. There it is there. Yes, absolutely full range of colours in here. And for all you've got 32 pens, I think it is. Isn't how many pens have you got in the box? 24.
24 in each box.
24 pens is 72 colours. And so that is then 144 colours if you get both boxes for all you've got 48 pens. Now that is because there are 3 very separate colours in each marker. And the first marker we're going to have a look at is the Fair Skin, because we're going to colour in our little, whatever she is. Angel, fairy, nymph, what do we think she is?
Well, I think she is... I think she's a fairy. Yeah.
We're going to colour our fairy in. Now, just to show you what I mean by 3 colours, in this tri-blend marker, we've got light, medium and dark colours all in one marker. So we've got the light colour, we've got the medium colour, and we've got the darker colour all in one marker, which means you pick up one pen, you colour it in, and it works. It's truly fantastic. So first things first, we use the light. And so you get your first little layer of light down, and I've got my board. Look, has it sold out? Oh, sorry guys. If you got it, good. You know, well done. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Get it next time it's here.
The board sold out again. Oh, what are you like? You've cleared us out again of the rotating board. You know it's sold out and we got it back in again, don't you?
We keep having them express delivered.
We really do. We're not express enough. I think it is going to be a while now though until we're able to get it back in again. So yeah, if that has gone, congratulations if you got that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've used my light tone and my dark tone. And actually, when I'm doing the face of a smaller character like this, I don't use the mid-tone because it's a small area, which is the other good thing about tri-blend. You don't have to use all three colours just because they're there, but the light and dark tone will just work together perfectly anyway. So I've got that down there. Now I'm going to colour in the coral. I'm going to colour the toadstool coral rather than black. Oh, this is the orange blend. I really do like that. I'm looking for my coral blend in here, rummaging. It's in here somewhere because I've seen it, Joe. Hang on, there it is, coral blend. So I've got my coral blend out of this first set, and this is out of my blend set, I do believe. Let me just check. Yes, and then this is my tone set, I think, so we get a little bit of a darker colour in there. So I think I've got another coral in here too. And so I'm just looking, so that's a blend. Is that a blend and this is a blend? Are they both blend sets? Oh, they are. So you've got an extended set. Oh, that's even better. Now here, there, that's what I was looking for. Coral shades. Now, so in one set, you've got your coral blend. I knew that was the case, so we've got them both. There it is, coral blend. In your other set, you've got your darker tones of the same colour family, coral shades. Let me show you how that works. And I think that this is the best way to get this big bundle together, because now I've got 6 colours in 2 pens to colour my toadstool, and it will look immense. So we're starting with the lightest colour first. So we've got the light from the coral blend is the 3 lightest colours. So as I always recommend, in fact, I'm not even going to go around the circles for now, the dots. I'm just going to do the whole toadstool, and we'll worry about the dots later so you can see how it works. I'm getting my light colour down and I'm preserving my highlight. Now what preserving my highlight means is keeping an area white in the middle, which will be the lightest. Okay, so that's how you get a 3D look on what you're working with. So there's my light colour first down. Then I go to my dark end of my pen and I take the dark and I colour over the top of the light, because wet ink blends much more easily than dry card. I then take my middle colour, so I've gone to my middle and thrown the other end on the floor. Pick it up, there we go. So I've got my middle colour, and now I go to the very edge of that dark that I've just put down, little circular motions, blends that out into that first layer of the light colour, and I've now got a beautiful seamless blend. And I can do exactly the same on the opposite side. So I go with the darkest.
Beautiful, Leanne.
It looks lovely, doesn't it? Really, the tri-blends, if you're new to alcohol markers, or if you've had all alcohol markers before and you've got fed up and you've put them in the back of the cupboard because it just hasn't worked for you, get these, and that's happened to lots of us, me included, before we started designing and developing our own pens here at Crafter's Companion. Get these tri-blend, and I promise, I guarantee, you will get the most amazing result very, very quickly and effortlessly. So you've seen how easy that was for me to get that beautiful blend, and I'm still preserving my highlight in the centre. Now what I want to do, so that is using my blend, coral blend pen. And if I was to continue, in fact I will, let's just continue. You see that you've got that beautiful smooth blend, Joe, there. It looks like it's shining on the top of that toadstool. Now I bring in my coral shade, which is the 3 darker, and I'm just going to show you the colours here so you can see what I mean. See, in my coral, I'm just going to turn this around because I want you to see the colours. In my coral shade, in my coral blend, I beg your pardon, I've got CR1, CR3, CR6. In my coral shade, I've then got CR7, 8 and 10. So you see how it continues in the family for you, just gives you the darker intensity. So now I'm going to come in here with my lightest of my coral shade, which is darker than the darker of the other pen I was using, if that makes sense. And I can intensify this look even more and get even more of a 3D, beautiful, intense shine by using those 2 pens together that come in those 2 separate boxes, which is why I think getting that big collection is the way to go, Joe.
Wonderful. Well, Karen says, Spectrum of Primers, I bought a set last year, which I think was the essential set. So are the deep blends the new colours, please? Well, if you've got the essential set, definitely go for the deep blends because that would be the bit that you would be topping up on. And remember, whether you want to go for them individually or you want to go for them together, we have a great deal on both. $79.99 individually or $119.95 or $129.58 if you want to go for them all together, or $194.12 all together. Everyone going for the big collection so far. Gwen says, got the tri-blends 2 years ago on an auto ship from HSN. Are these new with different colours? Best thing you can do is pop across to the website, go and have a look under the description. In the description, it will have all of the colour codes for you. You will then be able to match that up with the colour codes that you already have. To understand if they are the same as yours or not. I couldn't possibly comment if they were the same because I wasn't here then. So talking about turkey bags, sorry?
I can help with that.
Oh, can you?
Yes. If you got that original set on HSN with the auto ships, there are no new colours here in the basic set, but there very likely is some in the darker shades.
In the deep blends one?
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Leanne. Also, Sandra says, tell Leanne, most of the supermarkets have got them round here, or Home Bargains, or Wilko's, or Boys. I've never heard of Boys.
You've never heard of Boys?
No. Those turkey bags are everywhere. I'll drop one into the office for her later in the year, she says. I think she'd like that. I've never heard of Boys. What am I missing?
Oh, so turkey bags. Are we talking
what
turkey
do you think
bags?
we were on about?
I thought we were talking tri-blend.
No. Turkey bags you can buy. You can't buy turkey. I don't think you can buy tri-blends at Wilko's, can you?
No. So turkey bags are in Boys.
Yeah. What is Boys?
Oh, Boys it's a Northeast institution, Joe. They sell everything. They sell stuff you didn't know you wanted or needed.
Is it like a sort of Wilkinson's Home Bargains B&M type of fare?
Yes.
Okay.
They sell stuff that you didn't know you needed.
Right, okay, wonderful. Yeah, I need to stay out of those shops. I'm not the best with those. So I come out with everything by the lot. Maxine says, Joe, can you tell me where I can get the fabric that Sarah used for Craig's face mask? She really wants one from our son. Yes, it was in a kit that I've got. Do you want to see the one I think mine's the same as... let me pop it on. Would you like me to model it for you? I think mine is the same as Craig's. As you can see, it's this beautiful flower, this beautiful rainbow one. And then on the inside, it's got then all the hashtags the other way around. So it depends. It's truly reversible. So you can, depending on your mood. Now, these are back in stock tomorrow on the softer side of life. So yes, you'll be able to get these again tomorrow. They're back in stock. They sold out in record time where we bought them to you before. You can, of course, go across now on the website and probably shop the deals for tomorrow. Not that I'm allowed to tell you that, but there you go. Just don't tell Sarah I told you and we'll be fine.
I won't say anything, Joe.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. I've got your back, love.
A lot of people are talking as well about, Cindy Sue's still asking, some people still asking about the triangles. I said I'd try and get them uploaded onto the website for you to colour in yourself. Still working on it. As soon as I get it sorted out, I will let you know. I will chase it up this week, I promise you. Now, did you want me to remind you of the stamps? The Molly Harrison. They're so big, these stamp sets, aren't they? They're absolutely ginormous. Now, there's a few different options here for you, as you can see. So you can get them all together if you would prefer, or you can get them individually. So these are the different options that you've got for you. You've got Fairy Tale Dreams, which is that one. This one reminds me of Into the Woods is what this one reminds me of. I didn't like the film, I'm going to say. This is one that Leanne's colouring. This is a summer day that you've got here. Really, really gorgeous. The next one here is your A Sea of Bubbles. Really sort of ethereal underwater theme there, which is gorgeous. The next one is your Lily of Love. She's quite sassy, that one, isn't she? I think she's got a very sort of... you know what? Her face reminds me of the... Oh, it's not going to come to me.
Avatar.
Nope. We sell Santoro Gorgeous. That's what it reminds me of. Judging by the reaction, no one knew what I meant anyway, so it's fine. You know Santoro Gorgeous, don't you, Leanne?
I do, yes.
Yes, thank you. The next one here is Sultry Sue. I love the name of these as well. They're really gorgeous. All hand-drawn by renowned artist Molly Harrison, of course. Martha's Garden, which is our Sarah's favourite one. And then finally, we've got this one just here, which is hearts, as you can see. Well, this was a bit darker, this one, a bit more mysterious maybe as well. $48.95 if you want to get all of those. You can, of course, go for them individually. They are available individually over on the website if you want to go for them there. How are you getting on over there? Have I lost you?
I'm just having a nice time colouring in, Joe. I wasn't paying any attention to anything you were saying. No, I was. So what I'm doing actually is I'm using two separate tri-blend pens here, two entirely different colours. And what I'm doing is colouring from the darkest down to the lightest into the centre here, and then from the darkest out to the lightest this way. And what you get with two entirely different colours, because you end up joining the same intensity of colour in the centre, so your lightest colour, if that makes sense, you get a beautiful join and ombre between two entirely different colours, which gives you this lovely iridescence. I really love to do this, especially with fairy wings, and you can see it really is quite effortless to do. I just start at one end and work out dark, medium, light, and then I turn it round and do exactly the same in the opposite direction, dark, medium, light, and join them, overlap them in the centre, and I get this lovely transition between the colours where I've overlapped the inks. You've seen us do little bits of this when we do our illustrators, but I wanted to show you, and I know you loved it when I showed you this with some illustrators, I wanted to show you how you can achieve the same thing using two markers from your tri-blend, if that's what you want to do. Look at the transition you get in that lovely iridescence, just using two markers, entirely different colours, Joe, but using them dark to light and joining the lights in the centre.
Marsha's asking if these tri-blends are refillable, Leanne.
So tri-blends are not refillable in the same style as the Classique and the what's the word I'm looking for? Illustrator, thank you, Joe. Illustrator are, because they have nibs that are removable that you can pop a pipette in. Now, strictly speaking, these don't have a large area to take the nib out and fill it with ink. However, the nib does come out, and if you are careful when you're applying your ink, you could, although it's not official guidance, it's just Leanne guidance, so it's not the guidance you would get from Spectrum Noir, you could pop some ink in there. The other thing you can do, which I've done before when I'm refilling markers that aren't strictly refillable, is I have just a little bit pipetted out into a tiny little pot. And if you just sit with your nib in there, actually capillary action will suck the ink in to the inside of the pen, so you can refresh it in that way. You just do it a little more often. So there are ways around it, Joe, for all it's not strictly letter of the law achievable.
Fair enough. How many pens, Spectrum Noir tri-blend pens, are there in the full range? Do you know, Leanne?
Oh, I do know.
This is like Mastermind does Spectrum Noir, isn't it?
It is. Actually, I do think it's these 48 for now.
Okie doke.
So I don't think there are any more to go at.
Wonderful. So it's really a great collection. Great chance for you to get the whole collection, which is amazing. So the face masks are live right now on the website, just saying, Susan says. Maxine says, no joke, it's the one that says don't spread the virus. No, I think it is the only ones that we've sold, Maxine, are in that kit. They're all the ones that we've had. So if the one that Craig got, that Sarah made from him, definitely came from that kit. So, there's a Boys in Newton Aycliffe apparently.
There is?
Oh, thanks for that. That's what Sue just let me know. Maybe I'll pop up there over the weekend. I haven't got much to do. Get on my bike, pedal down there, see what the fuss is all about. Lots of you excited about the face mask being in stock. Leanne, Cindy Sue, who often comments in our show, says, Leanne, I bought the sparkle set. Hang on a second. Buy a vintage market set. Do you know when will be available? So it's a question about when something will be available again. Probably not Cindy Sue, but so hang on, let me just try and get this right. I would say definitely, I don't know the answer to that one, Cindy Sue. I don't know why I just didn't move on. If you are ever confused about anything though, so you know sometimes in these shows I don't answer all the questions. It's simply because I don't know the answer to them. If I don't know the answer to them, the chances are someone else in our social media team or our customer services team will know the answer. So that's why sometimes I skip past some of them, because I'm waiting for someone else to pick them up, basically. It's not that I don't want to, and I do love all of you equally. Cindy says, I don't love, some of you are my favourites, I'm going to say it, sorry. But I do love all of you. I just like people and their children. I love some of you a little more than others, you know. I think that's all it is. Leanne, you've got a favourite dog. You've only got one child, fortunately, so you can only have one favourite.
Yes,
so.
he is my favourite son and my favourite Peter. So I do have a favourite dog. I've got 2 dogs, Minnie and
But one
Tink.
is your favourite?
Tink.
So why, firstly?
How does Minnie feel? I don't know. She's going to have to get over it. She's going to have to grow up, dog up, and get on with it.
Why is she not your favourite? Why is the other one your
because
favourite?
she's a stroppy madam.
Right, okay.
And she thinks she owns all of the bones in the house, all of the balls, all of the beds, and my husband. She thinks she owns all of those things, and she doesn't.
So what if you? So if she's getting cuddles then, or she's getting petted, and you go over there and you try and get some affection for yourself, is she like, no, clear out?
Yeah. She has a little growl.
Did she?
Yeah, she's like, she'll go like that, like, back off, bozo. And I'm like, hello, this is my house. I set the rules. And also, she picks on Tink. So I'm championing the underdog. She picks on her, and little Tink is too scared to do anything about it. So she just goes and runs away and hides in her bed.
Tink's my favourite now as well.
And Minnie's a madam, and she gets all of the love off my husband. So I just feel like, I'm
How old are they?
I'm readdressing the balance. They're 10.
Aww.
Now, I've been carrying on with that, and I would continue with my tri-blend. It's starting to look beautiful, isn't it? But you can make it even more beautiful by adding your colour blend pencils to it, Joe.
So when would you bring colour blends in opposed to keeping on with your tri-blends?
Bear with, I'm going to show you. I'm just heading over here to grab something, and I'm going to show you exactly when you would want to use them.
Let me show you. Let me just quickly recap the colours and the tri-blends that you're going to get. So in the tri-blends, remember that you're going to get the essentials, which are these ones just here. All of your essential blends. That is a really great starting point. If you were thinking about maybe just going for some of the collection, that would be great. Remember, in this deal though, you get both. So you're going to get that one, and you're going to get the deep blends too. So if you've already gone for the original ones, this would maybe be a great expansion pack for you, which is fantastic. Now, I just need to double check what the collections are that you're getting in the colour blend pencils as well whilst we're here, because we do have the colour blend pencils on the show for you. So you're going to get firstly the primaries, which are these ones just here. So all of your primary colours, as you can see here. So you're going to get all of those ones, which is fantastic. They are in there. Then you're also going to get as well all of your naturals as well, which is all of these ones. There you are. They're all coming included for you. Then you're going to get all of your florals as well, which is, there was definitely an easier way to do this, I think, which is these ones just here, which is those ones. And then you're going to get your essentials, which is the ones at the top just there as well. So you're going to get all of your essentials. So they are all there, 4 tins for you. Much more easy to understand than I've just make it appear with my mix and match boards, I think. But you get all of them. And people rave about these, Leanne. Why do people love them so much?
Well, do you know, I mean, they're amazing, amazing, amazing in their own right. So just as a fantastic set of pencils, and I'll show you actually how to colour just on your own with them if you like. I can show you that too. But actually, the real reason people adore them is all about, let me move this pen box because it's a bit like Minnie, it's stealing the show. Get out the way, you. Is to show you these. So this is a fabulous image coloured with alcohol marker, and it's gorgeous, isn't it? But there gets to a certain point with alcohol marker where that's all the colour you can add. And when you get to that point, because it's transparent and it's a dye-based ink and it saturates the card all the way through, that is it. That's as good as it's going to get. Then when you add your colour blend pencil on top, look at that. It's like standard definition and high definition. It just elevates your colouring. And look, you can even see the shine on there from the colour blend pencil with that lovely wax finish on there where we've put it over the top. You can see it's on one and not the other. It just really elevates it. You can see with the butterfly, there we go, standard definition, high definition, and the same with this floral. It just elevates and brings it, wrong way Leanne, there we go, and brings it to another level of fabulousness. So how do you do that? Well, it's really quite simple, Joe. And I did a full masterclass on our tri-blend pencils, and so, they're not tri-blend pencils, they're colour blend pencils. I did a full masterclass on them, so this is a very quick how-to, but do go and watch that masterclass because it gives you so many different techniques for them. Now, I want to make this little red mushroom pop even more, and to do that, I need to give it more of a shadow. So I'm going to use a little bit of a dark grey colour blend pencil, and I'm just going to come round the
grey, oddly, because it wouldn't necessarily be the tone I'd have thought about.
You could do with a burgundy or you could do it with a brown, but actually black and grey are brilliant. Now look already the difference between the two sides. I mean, honestly, and it really does make your artwork pop. And I'm just going to do one side rather than both sides, and you'll see the amazing difference. Now, I've got a paper stump here, and I've got our blending stumps from the website as well. And then with the blending stump, I just emulsify that colour blend pencil, which gets the pigment, because it's a pigment, not a dye, moving in with the first layer of ink there. And already, just on that side of the toadstool, look at the incredible, if I do that, look at the shine now as opposed to that. This did look amazing before, now it looks a little bit flat. When I look at it with that little bit of grey around the outside, it's got that incredible shine on there. And you can do the same with a dark brown for the little toadstool stalk down here, if you like. And it really is just about picking the shade, picking the shadow, adding a little bit, and then emulsifying it with your paper stump and your blending solution, your Spectrum Noir blending solution. And it's magic. I mean, look, immediately, so much more shade and shine in there. The possibilities are endless, Joe.
And they really are. So many of you love these as well. Mary, one of our previous craft ambassadors in Tennessee, she loves them as well. And loads of people talking about how great these colour blend pencils are, especially with the blending solution as well. Let me just recap exactly what you're getting there in the deal. So $74.97, really cost effective as well, considering what you're getting. You're getting 4 collections here of 24 pencils, which are artist grade as well. So really great value. Should be about £100 or almost $140. However, today you've got that fantastic price. Remember, everyone gets free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling, over $100 of course as well. So great to consider that too. Right, the Tri-Blend Essentials and Deep Blends collection. So busy on this, as we knew it would be. $129.58 if you're in the UK, $194.12 if you're in the US. Everyone gets the free gift. Everyone gets them mailed totally free of charge as well. If you do want to get the individually, the essential blends are $79.99 or $119.95, the same as well individually as the deep blends there as well. Best way to get the best value is of course to get it all together there. Now, Molly Harrison stamp collection, 7 photopolymer stamps for you here in this collection. Always so busy whenever we bring these to you. $48.95 or $73 to get your crafty paws on those. Right, now, I know loads of you are commenting along, loads of you watching the demonstrations as well. But if you do want to watch and shop at the same time, now is a great time to do so. And here's all the details. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details are there, of course, of how you can watch and shop at the same time, which is fantastic. Loads of you talking about your pens and your pencils. Lots of you received these very, very recently as well, and are enjoying using them, which is lovely. Right, shall we have a look at the Sparkle Ink collection that we've got on the show for you today? Because you buy two and you get one free, which is just, well, fantastic, really, isn't it? 3 different collections in here for you. So you've got this one firstly, which is the, oh, can you see the sparkle in there? Do I need to get my craft scene investigator out? 1 second. My special sparkle detector. Let me just see where it is. Here it is. Now, let me put it on there. Now, can you see how sparklicious they are? It's much more sparklicious when you've got natural light, but they really do sparkle beautifully. 3 colours in here. You've got Candlelight, Log Fire and Mulled Wine. To give you an idea why you've got them 3 times, so what you've got is you've got a white card here, then you've got Embossed there as well, and then that's just spritzed with water and just the excess taken away. So 3 different ways of using it there. The next one you've got here is this one is your traditional. You've got Sleigh Bell, Festive Spruce and Glacé Cherry there in that one. And then finally, the next one here you've got is your Cool Christmas, which is your Frosted Rose, your Winter Plum and your Icy Blue. And again, really lovely shade. I really love that Frosted Rose that you've got in there. It's really, really sparkly, that one. Right, we've also got some embossing folders for you on the show too. These will be fantastic. Now, these are our Gemini 3D Festive Folder Collection. $20.97 here. You're going to get you 6 of our 6x6 folders. So it really is fantastic value. You've got in here a Holly Bells, which is that one. Now, these have been inked on the top one here, or we've been done with some gilding wax there, which really picks up for that detail beautifully. You've got Christmas by Candlelight, which is this one just here. Really, really looking lovely. Then we've got Festive Pine. Very, very usable in all of your Christmas crafting. Christmas Gift, which is one of my personal favourites. I think it's, again, really usable. Great when it's fussy cut, that one too. The next one we've got is Poinsettia Reef. Again, that one with the gilding wax just really does stand out. And then finally, you've got Yuletide decoration here as well. Again, really, really beautiful. £20.97 to get those, or £29.85. So really, really good value to treat yourself to something new. They're half price as well, which is fantastic. We've also got some smaller embossing folders for you, which are these ones just here. 3 sets of festive inspired embossing folders here for you. £1 per embossing folder. Amazing value. £5.98 if you're in the UK, $7.90 if you are in the US. Right, I think Leanne is ready to get sparkly from what I can see. So who am I to stop her? Let me just see what you guys are up to in the comments as well. A lot of you just still loving the pencils that we've shown you a moment ago as well. Lots of you getting lovely big parcels arriving at the moment too, which you're talking about. So that's fantastic. Right, I'm going to hand you back to Leanne. Any questions that you've got as Leanne goes through these, then by all means you can drop me a line. What's wrong, Leanne?
I'm looking for my big paintbrush, my wide one, and I can't find it. Have you got a big wide one over there? I left them all here last time I was in the studio, but the gremlins have been in and
I haven't got any paintbrushes, I'm afraid. Do you want me to see if I can find you one?
What do you mean, Joe?
I'll throw you back to you and I'll go and see if I can find you one.
So while Joe's finding me my big wide paintbrush, well, let's just have a chat about the sparkle inks. So I'm actually going to use this lovely collection here, which is the blue one, Joe, with the blue, the pink and the purple in. I really love it. It's got a lovely contemporary feel to it. Now, when you get your inks home, you'll see when you haven't used them for a while, all of the sparkle settles in the bottom there. And what you need to do is give them a good old shake. And when you give them a good shake, you can see that the sparkle gets mixed in with the water-based dye and disperses all around there, and that's how you get your lovely sparkly liquid. So you need to give them a good old shake, and you'll see it keeps settling. So keep shaking. And the other thing I do is I keep an old paintbrush, and actually I've forgotten them again. I really wish I could remember them. I must bring my cocktail sticks in from home. I use a pipette, and what I do at home is I just have a little cocktail stick in each pot, and I just keep stirring as I'm working on them. And I'm just going to move this pot out because it's going to go Pete tongue if I don't. There we go. I'm just taking the lids off, and then what I do is put them all back into their little trays, because it just stops me from knocking it over. So the packaging that come in is there for a reason. It gives you a little tray palette to work from as well. And actually the tops, I put the lids there, and then I know those lids go with those and I don't get them all contaminated. So that's just a little tip from me. I'm going to get my kitchen roll here now, and I've got my big brush ready to go, which is fantastic. And the first thing we're going to do is just make a background. We're just going to splash some ink on there and have it look gorgeous. So first things first, I'm going to prime it, and that's just with some water. So I just like to do a little mist of some water just to get the card primed and ready to receive ink. And then I'm going to give each one of these, I'm going to use a little pipette in each one, because I like to keep agitating the sparkle so that I get a lovely sparkle all over the design when I'm putting it in there. So I like to give it a good stir. All right, so now that I've done that, I'm actually just going to dip my brush in, pick a little bit up, and I'm going to paint it on and just get a lovely ombre between a couple of colours. And I can already see the amazing sparkle that I've got in there, Joe. It really is lovely. And when it dries, you'll see just how beautiful this is. So just paint it on, and you see I'm letting it get lighter as I get down into the centre there. And you can just keep, cover it over, get a good coating on there, and then clean your brush. I like to clean my brush thoroughly between every
Don't drink the water.
colour. Don't drink. I have done that in the past with my gin. When I've been crafting, I've stuck my paintbrush in my gin before.
I bet it doesn't hurt it though, does it?
No, it doesn't hurt.
The paintbrush, not the gin.
It doesn't hurt you either, because I wasn't wasting a good gin. Although I can't recommend that. That's something I did foolishly. I can't say that I would recommend that you drink your sparkling, if that makes sense. But I just put my little brush in it and thought, oh, I'm not wasting a good gin. And so therefore continue to enjoy it.
Carol Ann says you need a Leanne bag for your kitchen roll.
I do need a Leanne
so the
bag.
Leanne Totally Tiffany bag takes your paper towel, apparently. That's what we need to get you.
Oh.
Yeah,
right,
there's a Leanne one, but it's not spelt the same as yours. So we were saying we need a natural Leanne. We need a Chivs bag, we called it.
A Chivs bag. Is that Leanne with an E on the end?
It is, yes.
And I don't have an E on the end of mine.
I fear I've probably spelt your name wrong on many occasions,
Lots of people do, don't worry.
People get mine wrong. It's only three letters. Yeah, what would you keep? Yeah, but Joe, a lot of people forget the E on my name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just J-O, I get quite a lot. What would a Chivs bag be like, and what would it hold in the Totally Tiffany range? In the
Totally Tiffany range? Oh, well, I love that rotating board. I think that's fantastic. Do you know what? I just love a bit of everything, Joe. I think there's so many usable things. I love the paper carriers as well. I think they're great. So
what you're saying is then you want a whole range, you're not going to be happy with just one bag?
Yeah, basically.
A whole Leanne range?
A whole Leanne range.
Fair enough.
Yeah, why not? Why have one thing when you can have 20? I mean, really, that's my motto in life. Now, I'm just doing a little bit of I dropped a little bit of water on here, and I want to cover that over because I don't want it to look such a big white area. So I'm just going back with a little bit more of that purple sparkle on there. And then what I'm going to do, the colours are amazing. I'm hoping you can really see them. And then I'm just doing little spritzes and then mopping up the result, and I get that lovely kind of mixed background between the two. Then I'm going to dry this very quickly, Joe.
Wonderful.
So I'm just going to give it a blast.
Loads of you. Joe is a girl's name. Indeed it is. Rightly pointed out there. Anne. A whole set. For real need a selection, Joe. Leanne, you sparkle inside and out, apparently, after you dip your brush in your gin, by the sounds of it. I still see you haven't got your cocktail sticks, Leanne. Do you reckon I'd be able to get you cocktail sticks if I went to Boys?
Yes, you would. You would absolutely be able to get my cocktail sticks from Boys.
And apparently it's next to a Wilkinson someone has highlighted, so it would be like a day out for me. Sounds fun.
Do you know, it's great. It's just, you don't know what you need until you've been in there. You don't know what's missing in your life until you've been in. It's a real treasure trove.
Well, now, Cindy Sue actually asked, what is the funniest or strangest gift that you've ever given or received for Christmas, Leanne?
Oh, right. Oh, that's a good question. Let me think. Given or received, funniest. I gave my son a steam generator iron last year. Does that count?
Mine was a signed, I received a signed Justin Bieber picture one year.
Oh, that's
Quite
fantastic.
Funny.
I don't think
it was real. I think it was like off the internet from,
yeah.
you know, someone had just written on it. But it was quite funny. And I left it in the pub the day it was given to me.
Oh.
Which is an even funnier story. I leave everything in the pub.
Right. So I've 3D embossed that now with the bow. You can just see that in the background there. Looks amazing, doesn't it? And this lovely parcel, but it's going to get even more amazing because what I did was I 3D embossed another 4 of these. And then exactly as you said, Joe, I fussy cutted the bows out. And so what I'm going to do now is use the turquoise from this collection. And the thing I love about these 3 sets of sparkle is you can just use all 3 of these in a project and be confident that it's going to work, because what we've done is work it out, work the 3 colours that work together. Use the word work a lot there, but they all coordinate, so you can be confident that you'll just be able to put it together and it'll look gorgeous. And so now I'm just painting these 3 bows with my sparkle ink.
Ooh. Sometimes it looks a bit dark when it goes on, but I think as it dries, it sort of, or not dark, sometimes it looks a little uneven as it goes on, I would say. But it seems that as it dries, Leanne, it kind of evens itself back out again. Is that right?
Yeah, it does, it can. And also it just depends on how much ink you put on that particular area, how much you paint on. You see, this is evening itself out now lovely. And it's just about getting an even saturation really, Joe. But a lot of the time with these inks, the joy of them is, I think, not worrying about them being even. I think the fact that they are uneven, you've got that lovely watercolour look to them, is just spot on and perfect for me. I don't worry about it. So I've painted that with sparkle ink, so I'm going to dry that now, and I'm going to do that with all 3 layers. So just a quick dry.
Kerry Russell was gifted a signed photo of Patrick Truman from EastEnders one Christmas. So random. Who is Patrick Truman? Which one was he? Did he own the Airbnb? The Airbnb. I'm so conditioned to being like a young person. I mean, did he own the bed and breakfast? Did he go out with Dot for a little while as well? Ah, yeah, that's the guy. He's a legend. I can understand why someone would give you a signed picture of him.
I don't even know who he is.
Alex Beckrose, someone gave her a Mars bar mini wrapped up as a Christmas present. Well, I could look. If someone was to give me a Mars bar, I'd be all right with that. Not a mini one. I think that would be quite unsettling.
Quite an insult.
Yeah, absolutely. I want a duo at least for Christmas.
I want a 6-pack.
I've been wanting one of those for years and never got anywhere near one, Leanne, let me assure you. Ray says, I got a pants ironing machine. He would rather iron his slacks so it was used 3 times, seriously. So what, you bought that for your husband? Is that what you're saying, Ray?
Do you know what? I'm quite fortunate, Joe. Mr. C, for all of his faults, he's a good Christmas gift shopper.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm actually standing here and I'm really thinking about, well, what is the funniest or worst present I've had? And I honestly cannot think of one.
One year my mum obviously left it very, very late, and there's very, very few businesses in the village that they live in. One of them is a beautician's, so she bought my dad a gift voucher for a facial. Like, if you've met my dad, he's really not the kind of guy. It would basically be me buying Sarah's Simon, a facial gift voucher.
Yeah.
Like, it was a bit like, what on earth are you thinking? And the same year he bought her a Alexa speaker. My mum hates technology, so they clearly bought these gifts both for themselves. Yeah, which is shameful, really, don't you think?
Oh, bless them.
Very, very busy on the sparkle inks. Now remember, with this collection here for the sparkle inks, you're buying 2 and we give you 1 completely free of charge. Don't forget. Let me just grab those boards again to show you what you are getting here. But they are absolutely gorgeous. So you've got this one's here. This is the Cozy Christmas that you've got. And in there you've got Candlelight. Oh, hello. Which is that one just there. You've also got Log Fire and Mulled Wine. In the next one, I love the gold tone here, which is Sleigh Bell. Really, really stunning, that one. Festive Spruce and Glacé Cherry. And then you've also got this one here. I think this is my favourite in the whole of this collection, though. It is the Frosted Rose, which comes with the Winter Plum and also the Icy Blue. $25.98 to grab those, or $39.90. It says saving 10% there, but I think it's a third you're saving there on that one. You pay for 2. We send you 3, which is always lovely.
Now, Christmas needs to be full of sparkle and full of gilding. So I actually love, because this is the 3D embossing, and then I've painted that lovely deep turquoise over it. The 3D embossing, for all it's obvious when the light catches it, isn't immediately obvious until you tilt it. So by just doing a little tickle over the top with your gilding wax, as I'm doing here, and it is literally just a little tickle, it picks up all of that 3D embossed detail, and you can see all of that accent immediately obvious to you, which starts to, it just looks divine. And so you've got the sparkle in the background and then you're gilding over the top. And honestly, Joe, you have to see it in real life to appreciate just how exquisite that looks. And then I'm just going to move them inks out of the way because I am going to knock them if I don't. So now I've got my base that we created with that wonderful sparkle on there. I'm hoping that I'm probably going to have to get my pen. Oh, you can see the sparkle. Look at that. That's amazing. Now we're going to layer up our bows in the centre. And so I'm just using my 3D glue gel for this. So I'm using 3D glue gel and I have fussy cut. Now I'm just going to explain to you as I layer this up how I have done the fussy cutting. So the first one is a full bow from the 3D. Okay, there we go. You can see that. That's a full bow that I've cut out. The second one is the majority of it, but I've left behind in the background so that it starts to 3D up. And I do like to bend that. So I'm using, again, 3D glue gel. Here we go. And a little bit in the centre there. And so now this gets laid up here. So this becomes very 3D in the centre now. And then I've got a final one. So I've done 3 layers of fussy cutting, which is just the final little bit. So every time I do it, the next bit gets a little bit smaller and you're leaving the other bit behind. I like to colour them all. You could, I know some people do only colour the bits that you can see. However, when you twist it up to look at it, you get flashes of the white card, which I never like, which is why I like to do all 3 straight out of the bag. And then you get that beautiful 3D effect. Here's the one where we've done it with Harmony Water Reactive. And so you can see the difference. This has just got a bit more of grunge going on because it's got that lovely sparkle in the background. But all of those 3D folders in that collection, you could do this kind of design with and would look amazing with your sparkle inks. And using a little bit of your gilding wax just to pick out the 3D detail when you're using your sparkle inks looks incredible.
It really does. So beautiful. Remember as well, when you're going for those embossing folders, you're going to get all 6 of them, which is brilliant. So let me just quickly whiz you through the 6 that you are getting. So here you've got Jingle Bells with this one here. A third of the stock of these embossing folders is sold out and gone. You've got the Christmas by Candlelight here. We've also got Festive Pine there, as you can see. Christmas Gift, which is the one that you've just seen Leanne using. Poinsettia Reef. There is also Yuletide decoration as well there. £20.97, such a minimal investment to get so much from those, which is great. £20.97, $29.85 if you're in the US. Pop something else in the basket with those. Make sure you top it up to that £30 or $30 spend, because then what you're going to get is the free gift. Half the stock of today's free gift has already sold out and gone. You have until the end of the day to get your hands on it. It is the Fluttering Buy. It's worth £7.99 in the UK, so definitely don't miss out on that. $11.95 if you're in the US. So you'll get it completely free of charge. All you need to do is make sure you've got the right amount of product in your basket or your cart, and then it will automatically appear, which is fantastic. Right, very busy also on the sparkle inks. So do grab those whilst you've got them, whilst you're saving a third on those, which is fantastic. Let me just see what you guys are up to in the comments here. Oh, this was a good one. My gift was to meet Donny Osmond. He kissed me on my cheek. Re-met him 40 years later and got a second one. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Cynthia says her brother went to the extreme nesting gift boxes one year. Started out bigger than me, and I went down through about 12 wrap boxes to get a pair of unicorn earrings. That sounds like fun. A lot of people are talking about chocolate and what their favourite chocolate is. Robin in Maryland has got the right idea. She intermittently throughout the year sends Hubs texts of things that that his wife might like for Christmas, which I think is really good. Taking the initiative there. Danny says, worst gift I received was a £1.99 diffuser, and it wasn't a great scent either. Well, you know, they're off the Christmas card list, Dan, I'm guessing. So, Cindy Sue says, one year my mum was so busy I got an empty box, she forgot to include the gift and couldn't recall what or where it was. Imagine that. That's awful. A lot of you talking about this. Oh, this is the best one, Leanne. You'll like this one. Lisa says, my stepdad bought my mum an ice scraper one year for her car. Just an ice scraper. Nothing else, just that. Needless to say, I've took over the present buying since then and had just give him the receipt to pay me back. I think that's a pretty good idea. A lot of love for the sparkle inks as well, too. A funny one for you. One year I decided to wrap all the Christmas gifts in January or February, but the time December got here, I'd forgotten what all the gifts were, so it was like Christmas all over again for me too, because I'd forgotten what everybody had. I was like, oh, I'm not doing that again. Now that is really getting yourself organised. Right, Leanne, what do you fancy showing us next?
Well, I'm going to show you how you can use your sparkle inks with your cute builder characters. And so what I've got here is I've just got a piece of black card. I just need to tear this one down a little bit. And I've got all of my pieces, my scarf, my bubble hat, my bubble, etc., etc. That's all going on there. I've got my little centre of my penguin going on there, so that's going on. And then I've got my piece of black cardstock and my little black penguin body there. So then I build up my plates and pop it through. So with your builder characters, if you don't have a huge selection of coloured cardstock, or if you want it to be lovely and sparkly, you can do your character and then you can use all of your sparkle inks just to sparkle up certain elements and colour them in. And I think that'll look just gorgeous, Joe, because it'll have all of that full-on sparkle detail that we want and love. So there's my little penguin body. There's his little chest and eyes there. So oh look, there he is. So he's getting ready. And then here's all of my little bits that I've cut out here. So I've got scarf to layer and I've got hat and bubble. So there we go, hat, bubble and scarf. Now I'm going to keep my piece of spare cardstock here just to soak up any excess ink. So that doesn't get in the way. Let's just move those dies. And then I've got my little scarf. Right, great. So scarf's coming on here. Now, what colours do you think we should use? We used the turquoises before, didn't we? And the pinks. So I'm going to put those away because we've already seen those.
You've had the turquoise and the pinks?
Yes.
So how about, what are we colouring in? All of him?
No, he's already got his body in his... should we go with the oranges and reds?
That sounds good. Do you know what it's like when you give me the option? I don't know why you gave me the choice in the first place.
Me neither. And I just had a feeling it was going to go Pete Tong. So I jumped in. I jumped in with the oranges and reds. Did you see me do that?
I did. Very diplomatic.
Right, so I'm giving them a shake. That's great. So giving them a good old, getting the glitter going. You can see that, getting it mixed inside there. And now I'm going to need just a smaller brush. So like a kind of a little detailed brush. Rather than the big one, because I'm only colouring a small area. So I'm going to flick the little bits out of this. So I'm going to do a yellow based scarf with a red over the top, red sparkle overlay. Oh, see, this one hasn't even been used. Oh, none of them have. They're all box fresh. Oh, I like a nice box fresh ink. Well, so you can see when you get yours home, they're all sealed. And so you just peel the seal off and peel that off. And then you're good to go. So you can see how easy that is, and that's just to keep them nicely fresh and everything where it should be when they're getting sent to you. So I'm going to start off with the yellow. It's a lovely, like, intense golden orangey yellow. This actually yellow doesn't do it justice. And so I'm just dipping in there and then painting that scarf, and it'll have that lovely sparkle on it, on that little builder character. So there's layer one done. It's so quick and easy to do this, it really is. Bit of kitchen towel here, just to clean up my brush as I go. And then I'm going to do the top layer with the top one here. So, dip in And then, oh, look at that. That's a beautiful colour, that one. I have to say, it's gorgeous. And then looks amazing with all of that sparkle in there when it's dry. So we can just leave those to the side to be drying off. And then I can always blast them with a heat gun later. His hat, should we do orange hat, yellow pom-pom, Joe?
Oh, that sounds fun.
Let's do that.
I do love a pom-pom.
Oh, do you know I love making pom-poms?
I've got a big fluffy green furry pom-pom on my backpack at the moment.
Have
It's a bag
you?
charm that I bought when I was away, yeah.
Oh, I
It's
love
huge.
a pom-pom.
I think it's meant to go on like a lady's leather handbag, you know, like a very fancy leather handbag.
Yeah, nice.
But I've got it on my backpack. I think,
So,
why not?
Yeah, why not? If you love them, you love them. So
You do you, hun, as I like to say.
exactly.
Right, thank you very much, Laura.
I love that. I love that saying, Joe. Can I adopt it?
You can absolutely have it. Yeah, it's a
Thank
good one.
you. It
I
is
think
a
when I
good one.
finally do buy myself somewhere to live, I've been looking for a house for nearly a year now. It's been quite a long ordeal, but I feel like I want a neon sign that says "You do you, hun" on the wall in
have
like
I told
blue
you?
neon.
Have I told you about the workshops where you can make your own
did,
neon
yeah.
sign? So you
I
could
don't think. I think
absolutely-
I'd want it professionally made by someone else.
You
I
wouldn't
know
want
what
to
my
do yourself?
handwriting's like. I can't imagine what my neon writing skills would be like.
I think you'd be all right.
Do you?
Yeah, and it would be lovely. You'd feel like you'd really achieved if you did that, Joe. And then, you know, you could be really proud of it. And, you know, nobody's going to know but you if you've made a little mistake along the way.
I'm that person that tells. I'm pointing out the mistakes in things. I'd be letting everyone know. I'd be
Would
like,
you?
oh, well, it was lovely, yeah, but if you look there, see, I've made a little, and that bit could have been down there. Yeah, which is, because no one else sees the mistakes, do they? Especially in your crafts as well. Why do people do that when they craft a lot? Point the mistakes out, Leanne.
I think it's because we think that everybody can see it as, you know, as obviously as we can. And then, so if therefore we want to just kind of say, oh, look, I've noticed the mistake. I don't normally craft like that. I think it's kind of, yeah. Well, it's a bit like, so here's my thing. This is what I always do. If I go to a sale and I get something that should have been £100 for a fiver,
I tell everyone.
and someone says, oh, that dress is lovely, and they know it was a, you know, £100 dress, I'll go, yeah, but I got it for a fiver. Because I don't want people thinking I paid £100 for the dress, when actually I should just go, thank you very much. But I can't, I just can't do it.
No,
I
I'm the
can't
worst.
do it. Yeah.
I think I'm just an oversharer as well. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, me too. Right, I'm just, now, these have dried really quickly. I gave them a little blast with my heat gun. And I am going to get my CSI out so you can see this.
Ooh, craft scene investigation.
Because really I want you to see the sparkle on it. I've got my phone here so I can show you. Because it really does, you won't believe it till you see it. It really does stand out. Use your dotty tape pen. I just can't be bothered to reach over for mine. And then we've got that little top layer on there. It's gorgeous. And look how vibrant it is. But then you get all of the lovely glitter on there as well. I'm going to pop his little hat on, and I'm going to use a little bit of 3D glue gel for his hat. And he's going to get his little hat on a quirky angle, Joe.
Oh, is he very bit French?
Look there, quirky angle. And he's got his little pom-pom also on a little quirky angle there. Look at him. He's absolutely glorious.
He's having
Now,
a lovely time.
he's just gorgeous.
Well, I don't know
I
why
need
we
to show you the
convinced
sparkle.
It's a he, though. It could be a her.
Could be.
Or them.
Could be.
They're
Them.
having a lovely time.
They're having a lovely time. Can you see the sparkle? I'm going to
Ooh,
pick it up
yeah.
and show you. Hang on. I need to pick them up. Pick it up. They up, them up, pick them up. Right, okay, there now. Look, if we show you, there, you can see that sparkle on him there. And then so you get all of that fabulous sparkle from the sparkle ink, custom colour in all your little accessories, but you can make your character up really fabulous and works with all of those builder characters. So it really, for sparklings, you know, it's not just about big backgrounds and messy crafting. You can see there, that's just custom coloured, those lovely little accents on that builder character. And you can do that with any of the colours of sparklings that you've got.
Really, really gorgeous. Let me whiz you through those builder characters and the different options that you've got here. This is what they make up, which is fantastic. So you can see you've got angel blessings here, which is gorgeous. It's going to be loads of really craftable, all of these for Christmas. You've got festive robin. So you've got the stamp elements, you've got the builder character, but then you've got the Noel within there as well. So that's all in there for you. You've also got polar bear, which is this one just here, which is fantastic. We've then got dancing deer. We also have a Christmas elf And finally, you've got a Christmas penguin in there as well. Absolutely fantastic. $35.97 or £50.85 to get all of those for you, which is fantastic. It's half price. Now, even when we bring you half price savings, you can still use your Club Inspire savings on top of that as well, which of course, depending on where you are in the club, what your status is, will depend on what you save. Here actually is Sarah to take you through all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there, of course, of Club Inspire. Make sure you've joined because, well, it's free to and it saves you even more money. And it's so exciting going up a level. I want to just quickly share with you something that we showed you earlier. So busy, still really busy on the website. It is the Precious Metals Luxury Card Pack. Now, this one's got 10 sheets of self-adhesive glitter in here, 10 sheets of glitter card. You've got 10 sheets of the matte mirror, which is that one there, which is so luxury. And then you've got 10 sheets of the actual mirror there as well. Really beautiful, great for Christmas crafting and really versatile. Great that you get such a wide selection in there as well. For £30 or $42 on that one. Or you can also mix and match it with loads of other stuff like our blues, silver, reds, greens, luxury cardstock. There is stamping card, they're available on the website, things like craft card. There's a huge amount of them all on mix and match, which is fantastic. So definitely pop yourself over there and grab those. We've also got the 8x8s as well available on the show for you. Now the 8x8s are these ones just here. So you can see the pastels, which is this one here, really lovely, vast array of colour. Less than 80 of the pastels left, 36 sheets in that one. You've then got the brights, which is this one here, always very busy. Let me just show you these ones. So again, you can see all those gorgeous bright colours in there. And then also the ones that are great, as Leanne was saying, for all your different skin tones, as well as like your wooded themes as well, are these ones, which is your naturals there too. So you can go for them. $11.50 each. It's a saving of 20% or $15.50 if you are in the US. So grab those while we've got them. Right, we're going to go back to the builder characters, I believe. Leanne is standing by. Let me just... Marie's asking Leanne. Joe, can you ask Leanne if she can create a double-sided snowflake die if she has not thought of that already?
A double-sided snowflake die. Wow, that sounds interesting. I don't know who else might have thought of that.
Oh.
Maybe.
Oh.
That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, that was very cryptic.
Wasn't it?
It was very cryptic indeed. Mary says, love the sparkling pots too. Great for colouring stamped images and creating your own background. I used it to colour the cake stamp that came out in the rose gold collection. some of you crafting that rose gold collection already, which is amazing. Now, Rosalind says she has to have the sparklinks. So many of you saying exactly the same thing. Right, I'm going to hand you back to Leanne. She's ready to go with more of these cutesy characters.
Right, so I've cut out, you can see here, I've cut out, and it's a challenge, because we're going to work out how he goes together, but I've got all of my little reindeer pieces already cut out to put him together. And this is like one of those, you know, when the pantomime, do you have pantomimes over in the USA? Guys, do let me know. I don't know whether you do. Do we not think they do? Do you not have pantomime where all the men dress up as women and all the women dress up as men? So the ladies play the men's parts and the men play the ladies' parts. Do you not have those over there? Oh, okay. Right, well, in a pantomime, there's always a comedy cow. And the comedy cow has somebody in the front and somebody in the back. And when you're putting your reindeer together, that's exactly what it's going to be like. It's like putting the comedy cow together where you've got your front and back to get your 4 layers. And you just, your 4 layers, your 4 legs even. And you cross it over so that you can see the 4. Can you see there? So that gives him his little shape. There we are. And that's how you do it. And then so you can see that leg through those legs. You can see the 4 legs. That's how he goes together. So I've got all of my little reindeer pieces ready. And actually what I want to do is I want to put the little wreath around his neck because I do love it. So I'm going to cut the wreath out in this lovely green colour. So I'm just getting this piece ready here. And I'm actually just going to whiz it through my mini because I can. Because these dies are great and they're small. And so if you've got your mini out and you don't want to use one of your bigger electronic die cutting machines, you don't have to. So you can just whiz that through there like voila. Now and then drop it on the floor. Hang on, bear with while I pick them up. I dropped my wreath on the floor. I've got him again. Now what I like to do is just cut that a couple of times in a couple of different greens. So having that those pads with the different colours in, because they're the cards that I'm using right now. Having all of those different choices is just fantastic. And then with this again, you've got more than one piece on the die. So we've got the wreath, we've got the bow for the wreath, we've also got the little tail for the reindeer and the tip of the tail and a little hoof all on that one die set so that you don't lose all of the little pieces, which is what I really love about it. So I can put those in there. And now I just want a little red bow to go on my wreath. So I need a tiny little bit of cardstock, just like that. And then I just line that up there, so the little red bow's there. So you see, I don't even have to use a full piece. I just line it up where it needs to be. And it just makes it so much easier. Because, you know, you can just whiz it through. You're not losing all of the tiny little dies because there it is there, see. I would absolutely lose that if I wasn't taking care of it in one bigger piece. And then to get the little bits out, I just drop the die on the glass mat, all of the bits pop out. That's the quality of the die that we're using there. So just get rid of all of those little waste pieces now that I've got those ready.
Would all of these go through the mini, all of these dies in these collections? They would, wouldn't they? Yeah.
Yes, they will. So
brilliant
for just, you know, quick crafting to make your little characters up as you go along. Now I've got it. So this is the where I started with my little card there, and I'm making a similar one. So I've got my card base all done. And I've got my little topper here that's going to go on there. This can be any of your Christmas papers that you've got at home. This is the Poinsettia collection that I'm using that we had out last year because I really love it. It's one of my very favourites. And I'm just going to pop that on there. So I've got a little place now to build up my reindeer. And I'm going to have a little reindeer family on here rather than one reindeer. I'm going to have several.
Oh, I saw some Christmas papers that are coming for a little bit later down the line this year.
They're fab, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, do you know the ones I mean, Leanne?
Yes, I do know the ones you mean. They are amazing.
They're heavenly.
I
saw them for the first time today. Not the sparkly ones, the other ones.
Yes.
There you go. There's a little I said too much. Leanne's like, yes, that's it. Move
Yes.
on now. That's enough.
Yes, that's enough. You've said all you need to say.
Don't forget
right.
about the Monday mega deal as well. You've only got 24 hours to get your hands on it. So let me just share that with you. And in there, of course, you are getting the spring is in the air. So you're getting the doily frame. Am I saying it right now? Doily frame?
Doily frame, perfect.
Doily frame. Life is beautiful. You're also getting the doily border. And you're getting the fanciful flourishes in there as well. 24 hours, you've got to grab that before the price goes up. Really, really busy on that. $17.98 or £22.40 if you want to get it. 40% of that's already gone.
Did you see what I did there? So I snipped one of those little wreaths that cuts a full circle. I've snipped 1 1/2 and then I just interlock. I just go through there so I can have the two together and it looks just like a fuller little wreath that I'm going to use. That then gets stuck here before his head goes on. You stick your wreath down like that and then you stick the head on over the top of that. So I've done his body, I've overlapped like the pantomime cow, the front and back so you can see all 4 of the legs. Then the wreath goes on and then the little head goes on top of that and that makes it look like the wreath is around the neck. Does that make sense, Joe?
It does indeed. It makes a lot of sense. Christine says, you're not nice, Joe. Lol, tease. You should have written across your, and then it stopped. And I was like, where does Christine want to write tease? I was a bit concerned. And then she came in at the end and said forehead as well on the end there. But look, there's a lot of lovely things in that office, and it's very. Otherwise, I'd have to just walk around all the time with like blinkers on, trying to not see. It's like a grotto of crafty amazingness over there, and especially the bit where you've got to get from my desk to get to the kitchen. It's like running the gauntlet amongst all of the fabulous new products. It's like new product alley. I have to run down. I've run down there like this, trying to get to the kitchen and to the toilet.
It is very much like that, I have to say. But you know what? And it's funny because it's hilarious when you see people kind of doing the slow march through our department with the neck crane on the desks, trying to see what's coming up next. But we've got looking at all the new products, but we have everybody sussed and we're like, oh, you move on, nothing to see here. Stop trying to spy what's coming up. Because it's very closely guarded secrets that we keep, Joe, with the new products, because you know we can't risk any leaks. We can't risk any kind of Wikipedia moments or anything like that. We can't risk people selling trade secrets for what product's coming out next. So we do try to keep it a closely guarded secret. Just going to pop this stamp needs a clean. Let's pop that on.
You got a mucky stamp?
I've got a mucky stamp, Joe.
Carol's saying she wants to visit now. I'm not sure. I think it's classified. I think if this was a CIA, this would be a classified mission. That area of the CCHQ.
It's all just outside my office. It's quite hilarious.
It is. It really is. Linda says she missed out on Sarah's Christmas collection last year. She won't do that this year. Going to stalk HSN. I think I'm right in saying... I might be wrong in saying that. No, I think I'm right in saying... July the... Let me just consult my calendar. Yeah, I can't... Can I tell you? I don't know. July the 10th, I think, is when you might get some more information about what the Christmas collection might look like. That's all I'm saying. It's quite a long way to wait, isn't it? So, yeah. But you'll find out more then. There might be a HSN preview then, if it doesn't move. So just saying. Don't tell Sarah I told you.
Now, what I've done here, look, is I've done this little reindeer with a pale brown body. He's got a darker brown chest. I decided not to put a chest on this one. And I've done a little gem for his nose. That's a little Rudolph, and he's got darker antler there. And then this one I've gone with a dark body and a lighter face. And I've just stamped the little face on there, but she's got a wreath around her neck. So actually, this is Mum and Dad. And I've just made them look a little bit different. Just by the way I've assembled them together, I've managed to get Mum and Dad there. And here's baby going in the middle there. So there's a full family of reindeer here. Mum, Dad and baby. Actually, baby...
Anne's just sent us a fabulous fact about reindeers. She says that Santa's reindeers are all girls. Apparently, reindeers are one of the few deer species where both sexes have antlers, but only females have their antlers at that time of year. Today's useless fact. And we always think about Rudolph being a boy's name.
Wow.
There you go.
I love that fact. Do you know what that Steve Wright does a show over here, doesn't he? Factoids. Steve Wright's Factoids. Yeah. That needs to be on a Steve Wright factoid. That is fantastic. And so here we go. I've got, I don't think I'd like the dashing there. I'm going to put the dashing up here. Dashing. There we go. And I love these sentiments when you cut them out because you can even put them on a curve. You don't have to have them in a straight line. I'm going to move my by and have it here.
Sandra says, watch out for spy drones outside those big windows at HQ. Well, you can't see through the window where product development is. You see, it's round the corner, hidden by reception, behind reception, so you'll not find it through the window, I'm afraid.
Oh, so funny. Yeah, that's very true. Now, this is different to this one. So this one just had one little reindeer on with his little red nose. You can see there. And I've put a lovely big red bow there in the corner, where this one, and we could pop a red bow on there if you like, but we've got mum, dad and baby reindeer. So this could be to a whole family, from our family to yours. And you could put as many little baby reindeer on there as there are in the family. It could be 2 dad reindeers, 2 mum reindeers. It could be whatever you want, but you can just change the look by changing the body colour and the face colour, popping the little wreath around the neck or not. It's entirely up to you.
Really, really cute, and just one of so many different things. What I love is as well with those, Leanne, is that you've done it on a more traditional background. It's completely transformed the way it looks. I think you could really play around with these and get so many different variations for what is in essence really quite a small investment. $35.97 to get all 6 collections. Let me just break down everything you're getting here in this collection. So you see it here, $35.97 or $50.85 gets you all of those, which is fantastic. So you're going to get the robin, the angel, the polar bear, the dashing deer, the Christmas elf, and also the Christmas penguin as well. So great to get all of them. Some beautiful embossing folders, festive embossing folders for you as well on the show today. £20.97 or $29.85 to get all 6 of these, saving you 50%, which is amazing. It's a half price deal as well, which is fantastic. I mean, great value there. Again, you're looking at what, just under £3.50 per embossing folder for that one. Always so busy whenever we bring the tri-blends to you. If you're looking to start colouring, these would be fantastic. I think even if you're an experienced colourist and you wanted to just give these a go, you're going to absolutely adore them. $129.58 in the UK, $194.12 if you're in the US. Everyone is going to be able to get that Club Inspire discount off of there as well, depending on what your Club Inspire status is, of course. Over 15% is your saving. If you want to get them individually, they're available individually. They are all available. The essential blends individually are $79.99 or $119.95. That would be the starting point. And then the one underneath that there, the deep blends, that would be the expansion pack if you already owned the essentials. Again, $79.99 or $119.95. Everyone would get the free gift no matter how you went for them. Right, the Molly Harrisons. We bring these to you fairly regularly here at Crafters TV, because they are so busy every time that you guys see them. $48.95 or $73 here. You've got 7 different steps, within there too, which is fantastic. It's a really, really great collection. £48 or $73. Annabelle Spenceley, love these because they are really modern, they're really fresh, actually really quite young as well. I don't know if you've got younger members of the family that you struggle to make card projects for. These are great. And again, you've got 6 photopolymer stamp sets within there, which is fantastic. Do you want me to just quickly show you the sort of thing that you're able to achieve with each one of those stamp sets? So this is a sort of overall snapshot of everything you're going to be receiving in there. They are so popular whenever we bring them to you. We didn't launch them actually that long ago, of course, and renowned artist Annabelle Spenceley has created this artwork for us, which is just fantastic. But I think when it comes to your alcohol markers and specifically your tri-blend markers, they are a match made in heaven. $21.55 to get 6 sets. So again, great value there, just over what, £3.50 per set. $30.19 if you're in the US. Now is a great time to get yourself checked out. Of course, you can watch and shop at the same time over on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Right, these are great. These have been so busy as well, Leanne, since we launched them, what, maybe 4-6 weeks ago, something like that?
I'm not surprised. I think it's exactly as you said very eloquently, Joe. I think they are a little bit more modern. I think they are a little bit more general, I don't mean that in a bad way, where they can be appropriate for everybody in the family. You know, you don't have to really like fairies, and it can be young all the way up to old and everybody in between. I absolutely adore these, but also if you're new to colouring, these are perfect because they're so easy to colour in, because they've got nice open spaces, especially when you use them with your tri-blend pens. Now, Joe, I am actually going to allow you to choose.
Oh, no, you're not.
Yeah,
surely.
yeah, I'm doing it, Joe.
Right, from the essentials or from the deep blends?
No, you're not choosing colours, love.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not that brave.
I thought you could let me choose the colours.
No, you can choose the stamp.
Okay, I quite like this lady in the dress with a big summer hat.
With the big hat lady. Okay, should we do her?
Yeah.
I'm going to stamp her and we'll colour her in then. And actually, Joe, what colour would you like her dress to be?
I think I'd like it in the... that's quite a question you've asked me there. Let's go with the citrus one, the citrus blend. I think that would be lovely. She could have a really lovely floaty lemony dress on.
I'm good with that. We'll go with a nice citrus lemony dress. You've done a good job there, Joe.
Well, I mean, I wasn't having to put two colours together, which is where I usually fall down, isn't it?
Yeah,
If anyone has ever looked at my wardrobe, I was once on holiday with a friend of mine, and my suitcase was opened up and it was left on the side, and this is a friend that only ever wore black, and he looked in there and he was like, what has happened is, like, there is every single colour and texture known to man within that suitcase, and it can all be worn at the same time. I mean, I really I have no shame about it. Have you seen, like, Michael Portillo when he does his train journeys? He's always got, like, bright blue trousers on and a bright green top or something.
Yes, it's horrendous. It's like when the kids have dress yourself for school day and they come out with like purple shorts and orange top, red socks and blue cardigan. Do you know what I mean? Is that what you're doing, Joel?
Yeah, I think so, pretty much. Well, I feel like every day now is just like dress yourself day, and I'm able to like choose what I want to eat for dinner, so I end up eating rubbish and come into work looking like this, so just the way it goes. Body says, Joe, I looked it up, blessed is used as a verb, blessed is used as an adverb. Hope I'm not duplicating what someone else says. Love all your shows. I still can't profess to understand exactly what you mean by that, but I'm sure it makes sense to some of us. English was never my forte, Leanne, I must say. Does it make sense to you? Do you know your verbs from your adverbs?
No.
I'm glad I'm not alone.
Honestly, I mean, I really wish I did, but I'm pretty rubbish at it, I have to say. I know that, is it an adjective? It's a describing word.
Okay.
So I would presume
so you
that
are
to
be blessed, or you to have a blessed day.
So
is
therefore,
that what it
I
is?
would presume from that a adverb is a describing an action.
Okay.
The verb is an action, isn't it? Is that
so
right?
you were blessed. What now to an adjective?
Oh, don't even start. I'm not interested. That's rubbish.
It modifies
Just
an
keep that
adjective. I mean, you're gonna have to scale it back a bit more than that for me, Laura, I'm afraid.
Yeah, keep that information to yourself, pet. I mean, gosh.
Danny says, once I've collected all of the aqua markers, my next collection will have to be the Harmony Opaque inks. Well, Danny, I've got great news for you. The aqua markers are up on Friday with myself and Leanne. And Leanne, I adore the aqua markers. They are so, so gorgeous. Do you want to go for maybe a different colour, Leanne? All I can hear is you shuffling away in the background trying to find that pen.
Well, do you know, I've got that pen. I tell you the pen I haven't got. I had my skin. Oh, I found it. There it is. It was my skin pen. It just. It's been a long day. And what I need more than anything is a hot chocolate this big with cream, chocolate sprinkles, marshmallows, chocolate stick.
Oh, there's a stamp about that.
Everything. Is there?
Yeah, like literally exactly what you just described. Where is it? There it is, look. Dark days need hot chocolate, and she's got a massive cut with marshmallows.
That's what I need.
That's exactly what you need. Just you're colouring the wrong stamp.
I'm colouring the wrong stamp. Well, whose fault's that? So I've got my citrus blend pen, and I've got my light, my medium, and my dark in my tri-blend, and I'm going to start doing her gorgeous dress. She's going to have a lemon summer dress, and I'm starting with the light shade, and I'm just getting that down because, as I always say, wet ink dries so much better. Sorry, it doesn't dry. Wet ink will dry when you leave it long enough. Blends so much better than dry card.
So, here we go. Christine is attempting to work this out for me. You ready for this, Leanne?
Yeah.
Verb is a doing word.
Right,
and
I
an
thought
adverb describes a verb.
Is that what I said?
Yes. Is that what you said?
I think
don't know.
so. I think that's what I said.
So a verb is a doing word. An adverb describes a verb.
Right.
What describes an adverb? That's what I don't know. I mean, we could just go on and on with this, couldn't we? Go round and round in circles.
I don't think you can. I think that's
Okay.
it. Well, that's like a noun and an adjective, isn't it? A noun and then an adjective describes a noun.
I mean, every day really is a school day, isn't it? If I had to, on lockdown, a lot of people have had to homeschool their children. I mean, maybe they could have homeschooled me, is what I'm starting to realise by this conversation, I would say.
Well, me too. And if my son is watching, he will be horrified.
Why?
Because he is like a walking Oxford English dictionary. He's just got an amazing vocabulary, but also he's like the grammar police.
Really?
Oh, yes. I mean, for example, I sent a text message. If you're watching, Peter, I love you.
Does he correct you?
Yeah, all the time. And so I sent a text message and I had like, when you sit and you continue, and you put the 3 dots and you're continuing to say something.
Yeah.
And I got a text back, which was basically, Mother, this is the completely wrong use of an ellipsis.
Ellipsis?
Yeah, and I'm like, what's an ellipsis? He said, those 3 dots you've just put in. And this is how you use an ellipsis, not how you've just used it. And I'm like, son, I just want to know, do you want your tea? I didn't need to know about it. Do you want your tea or not, love?
It's in the bin with your ellipsis.
But he does, he's very, very hot on his grammar and the correct use of all of those things. And he's not one of the youth who does the U for you, letter U for you. It spells out, his text messages are written.
Yeah, I don't use you, the
in
letter
the proper
U for
form.
you.
Like if you're great, he won't do GR8. He'll say I'm great.
No, I can't say I do that either. I might type it. Mate,
what I'm doing here, Joe, is I'm using 2 different pens. I'm using a pen because the full collection just gives you so much more breadth. And you can see how I'm starting to build the shine on that dress. It's looking gorgeous, isn't it? So I'm actually using citrus, and I'm also using the gold yellow blend from the shade from the darker collection because it just gives a little bit more depth and movement to that dress. I love it. And so I'm using the middle tone, and then what I'll do is I'll just flick out, and you see how she's holding her dress there. She's holding her dress, and so oh, right, I'm being told off.
You've got to tidy up now.
I've got to tidy up now. I'm being told off for getting them on. There you are.
We've lost we've lost your over the top camera.
We've lost my over the top camera, so we're going to get from down there. And I'll hold it up and show you what I'm doing. I'm just flicking in the direction of where the fold on the fabric would be. So you can see that with the darker colour. And that's just getting my thoughts down. Don't worry too much about perfect blend immediately because you can come back and work on it. So now that I've got that down there and I know where that's going to be, now I can come and start and work out the blends. So I've just gone a little bit deeper there with a shade. I'll keep picking it up and showing you. There we go. And you can start to see the movement in that fabric immediately. And so now I'm back to my citrus blend with my darkest colour from the citrus blend. And I'm just blending that out a little bit.
Very busy on these tri-blends as we come towards the end of the hour, Leanne, or 2 hours, I should say. They are fabulous value for money, aren't they? I can see why so many of you are getting them. Christine says, well, you know the only reason she knows all this, Leanne?
Yeah.
Because she just homeschooled her own children. Is why. And also, Anne says, I wish someone would explain frozen hot chocolate. How is it hot chocolate if it's frozen?
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Frozen hot chocolate.
Oh, that's a new thing for me. I didn't know it was a thing.
Never heard of that.
No, never heard of that at all. Yes, please, if somebody can explain it to me also, because I didn't even know that was a thing. So there we go. And you can see I'm going to pick it up and show you. Beautiful movement starting to come on that dress now with all of the little folds. Just by using those two pens together, starts to look glorious, doesn't it? And you can continue, and I've got some really fabulous samples here for Annabelle's pencil. You would just continue colouring that in.
You're teasing us with that rotating board still, I see, Leanne.
Oh, me and that rotating board cannot be parted. Honestly, I won't be without it, Joe. It's fantastic. It's my board, and that's it. That's the end of the story. Look how brilliant these are. And again, just using your tri-blend, this could have a little bit of sparkle on there. Look at the little sparkle ink overlay. Done in lovely vintage tones. Here, done in really bright, beautiful pop art tones, you can see there, in your pastel tones. And you could achieve all of these effects with all of these images with your tri-blend markers really easily and effortlessly. You really can. Just absolutely gorgeous, every single one of these. And I love the fact that you see the same stamp a couple of times, even a little gift box, but she looks completely different just by changing her hair, changing her dress, using it in a pastel way, using it in a bright, vibrant pop art way if you want to. This is what everybody's been doing all over the UK today. Mad shopping.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's been
Crazy.
queues. Have you seen the queues? Never seen so many people queue for a Primark.
I mean, really, we can't all need a vest top that much, honestly. And so here we've got some sequins. Look, in there is a shaker card. I love that with her on this swing. And then a lovely little pastel one. And then all about the pink and the dark hair. Those pens that you've got in those two sets of tri-blend will allow you to achieve all of these effortlessly. And they're very easy to use because all three colours are in each marker for you. So you're just going to have the best time colouring in. And if you're brand new, then definitely get these particular stamps because this is the best way to practice.
Wonderful. So busy on those on the tri-blends now as we move towards the end of the show. Apparently frozen chocolate is amazing. Is it a place in New York City? Maybe we should go. Just to have, we should just go and get a frozen hot chocolate.
Yeah, and let's just report back. We'll do that on behalf of everybody else. So that we can report back. We'll just FaceTime over through Crafters TV and let them know what it's like.
And we'll let you all know what it's like. That. I think that's the way forward. Serendipity is called the place in NYC. I think that does frozen hot chocolate. Must be a big thing. Kay says she loves your top and would like to know where it's from. She says I love it. I just saw a close up of it.
Are you in the UK?
I think she is. I can't remember.
So this is it's my sequin Christmas top, and I got it from Next.
Ooh.
But I did get it last year, so it might not still be available. And you might have to go and look on the auction
sites. It is lovely though. Do love a sequin. Right, well, thank you. It's been an amazing day today. So lovely to be back here with you for a brand new week, of course, on Crafters TV. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, John, I'm having a lie-in tomorrow. I know, I could get used to this. John will be here in the morning. He'll be in from 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. with John Scott's Sewing World, going straight into, John Scott's World of Sewing. No, John Scott's Sewing World. Got it right first time, Joe. Give yourself some credit. Going straight into Softer Side, which is coming up at 11 a.m. Lots of different guests for you all the way through the 4 hours, and then myself and Sarah will be here with Launch Party tomorrow night. It is a chock-a-block rammed full show, so make sure you join us for that. And there's loads of shows all week, extra shows for you on Sunday as well. So now don't forget to check out your baskets after the show. Very busy on a whole host of things, including the embossing folders and the tri-blends, as well as the builder characters too. Now if you're in the US, I hope you have a great day. Don't drink too much frozen hot chocolate. If you're here in the UK or across the rest of Europe, then I hope you have a great evening. Leanne, when are we back together here? We're back on Friday.
Yes, Friday. We've got the Colour Me Happy together.
Oh, we've got aqua markers, haven't we? Which
we have.
Be really, really great. So make sure you join Leanne and I for that show. Then, until tomorrow, in fact, stay well and take care.